Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the wisdom of Buddha's teachings and explore how they can guide us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Today, we are going to talk about something that is at the very core of Buddhist philosophy, the attachment to self, and how it leads to suffering. You might be wondering, why is this concept so central to Buddhist teachings, and what can we do to break free from it? In today's video, we'll unpack Buddha's teachings on the ego, self-attachment, and the root of suffering. I'll guide you through the profound insights that Buddha provided to help us understand how attachment to the self causes pain, and most importantly, how we can let go of this attachment to experience true freedom and peace. So, whether you're new to Buddhist teachings or have been practicing for some time, this discussion is for you. Let's dive in. The nature of the self, an illusion of identity. The concept of self is something we are all familiar with. It is the idea of me, and mine. We go through life thinking of ourselves as individuals, distinct from others, with our own personalities, preferences, and desires. But Buddha, in his profound wisdom, taught that this self is not as real as we think it is. In fact, the attachment to this false sense of self is the root cause of our suffering. Buddha's teachings on anatta, or on self, tell us that what we consider to be the self is actually a collection of ever-changing physical and mental phenomena. Our bodies, our thoughts, our emotions, they are all impermanent. They come and go, yet we cling to the idea that they define us. This attachment creates a sense of permanence where there is none, and this is where suffering arises. Let's pause for a moment and think about our daily lives. How many times do we react out of attachment to our self-image? We get upset when our ego is hurt, or we feel pride when we achieve something that enhances our image. These reactions come from a false belief in the permanence of our identity, yet this belief is fleeting. How attachment to self creates suffering. Buddha taught that suffering, or dukkha, rises from attachment. The attachment to our sense of self leads to clinging to things, people, and ideas that we believe are essential for our happiness. We hold on to things because we believe they define us, but when these things change or disappear, we feel pain. Let's take the example of relationships. We often define ourselves by our relationships with others, whether as a partner, a friend, a colleague. When these relationships change or end, we may feel lost, as if our sense of self is no longer intact. This is because we were attached to the idea of our identity being tied to that relationship. The same is true for material possessions, achievements, or even our own bodies. As long as we cling to the idea that we are our achievements or our possessions, we are bound to experience loss and disappointment. In reality, nothing is permanent, and our attachment to these impermanent things creates a cycle of desire, attachment, and suffering. The root of suffering, desire, and craving. At the heart of attachment lies desire, a craving for things to be a certain way. This desire is what keeps us locked in the cycle of suffering. Buddha identified this craving as one of the primary causes of dukkha. We desire success, wealth, recognition, and pleasure because we believe that these things will bring us lasting happiness. But when we don't get them, or when they inevitably fade away, we suffer. This constant cycle of desire and disappointment is referred to as samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The desire for things to be permanent, to satisfy our sense of self, traps us in samsara. The more we crave and cling, the more we perpetuate our suffering. Buddha taught that true freedom comes when we understand the nature of our cravings. Once we realize that desire is the root of our suffering, we can begin to let go of it. This doesn't mean that we abandon everything or live without ambition. It means that we no longer tie our happiness to external conditions. We learn to embrace the present moment and accept the impermanence of all things. Breaking free from the ego, letting go of attachment. So, how can we break free from this attachment to the self? Buddha provided a path, the Noble Eightfold Path, which offers guidance on how to live a life that reduces suffering and leads to true peace. Right understanding. The first step is to understand that suffering is caused by attachment and craving. This understanding forms the foundation of the path. Right intention. We must cultivate intentions that align with compassion and wisdom, letting go of desires driven by ego or self-interest. Right speech. Our words should be kind, truthful, and helpful. When we speak with mindfulness, we reduce the suffering that comes from misunderstanding and hurtful communication. Right action. Acting in ways that do not harm others helps us break free from the attachment to ego. Compassionate actions bring us closer to our true nature. Right livelihood. A livelihood that is ethical and does not harm others aligns with the path of non-attachment. Right effort. We must make a consistent effort to overcome negative thoughts and emotions, replacing them with positive qualities like kindness and generosity. Right mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness helps us stay present, reducing the need to attach to past memories or future anxieties. Right concentration. Meditation and concentration led to a deep understanding of the nature of the self, helping us to see through the illusion of ego. Living without attachment. The ultimate freedom. Buddhist teachings show us that true freedom comes when we let go of attachment to the self. This doesn't mean that we cease to exist, but rather that we no longer define ourselves by the things we cling to. When we understand that the self is not permanent, we can live with a sense of peace, knowing that everything in life is temporary. Living without attachment doesn't mean we stop engaging with the world. It means we engage with it from a place of awareness and detachment. We still work, we still love, we still experience joy and pain, but we no longer identify with them. We can be in the world, but not of it. The more we practice letting go of attachment, the more we experience the freedom the Buddha promised. We stop being slaves to our desires and start living in a way that is in harmony with the impermanent nature of life. In conclusion, letting go of the ego. Buddha's teachings on the self and attachment provide us with a way to break free from suffering and experience true happiness. By recognizing that our attachment to the self is the root of all suffering, we can begin to release our hold on things that do not define us. As we let go of the false sense of self, we uncover a deeper, more authentic way of being. Thank you for watching today's video. I encourage you to reflect on your own attachments and how they may be contributing to your suffering. Take a moment to think about how you can begin to let go of the ego and embrace the freedom that comes with understanding the impermanence of life. Please leave your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful teachings. Let's continue this journey together, letting go of attachments and embracing the peace that lies beyond the self.